The fear and greed index hit 5 last week, an all-time record low. Right now, it's at 9. For context, the previous record was 6 during the FTX collapse in 2022. Let me show you exactly what's happening right now in crypto, because the data is telling a story that most people are too scared to read. Bitcoin just lost half its value, down from $108,000 to around $69,000 today. Ethereum crashed from nearly $4,000 to $2,000. Solana dropped from $260 to $88. In the last week alone, $2.7 billion was liquidated. 250 million in shorts got wiped just yesterday. But here's what the headlines won't tell you. Bitcoin's RSI just hit 15. That's the third most oversold reading in Bitcoin's entire history. The only times it was lower were the 2018 bear market bottom and the 2020 COVID crash. Both of those were generational buying opportunities.
So if this is a buying opportunity, what am I actually looking at? For me, the answer right now is Ethereum. And let me walk you through why with actual data, not hopium. Number one, Ethereum's RSI right now is approaching the exact level it hit at the bear market bottom in June 2022. That was the absolute bottom. ETH was around $900. From there, it ran to nearly $5,000. That's over a 5x. Number two, Ethereum ETFs just saw inflows return. Yesterday, $10.2 million flowed into ETH ETFs led by Grayscale. That's institutional money coming back in while retail is panicking. Number three, this crash is macro-driven, not structural. There's no protocol failure, no hack, no regulatory nuke. CPI came in at 2.4% yesterday, cooler than expected. The Fed pressure is easing. The infrastructure is intact. Stablecoin adoption is still expanding. This is a liquidity squeeze, not a death spiral. And number four, ETH is sitting at $2,050 with a 52-week range that goes up to $4,900. That's a 58% discount from its yearly high. When the market was euphoric 6 months ago, people were begging for a dip. Well, here it is. Now, I'm not telling you to dump your life savings in right now. That's not how smart money operates in conditions like these. The smart play in extreme fear is dollar cost averaging. You spread your entries across the dip, so you're buying the average, not trying to call the exact bottom. Here's what that looks like in practice. I'm setting up a DCA bot on Ethereum right now. I'm going with a DCA recurring bot on ETH USDT. I'll set my base order to $50, frequency to daily, and I'm choosing the hybrid mode with safety orders with a $100 entry size, so the bot automatically averages down if the price keeps dipping. 5 safety orders, 3% price drop between each with a 1.5x size scale, so I'm putting more in at lower prices. See this? If ETH drops another 20% from here, my bot is automatically buying heavier at each level. My average entry gets better with every dip. And if it bounces, my first orders are already in profit. That's the beauty of DCA with safety orders. You win either way as long as you believe in the asset long term. Total max funds needed, about $1,400. That's it. That's my exposure to what could be the bottom of this cycle. And look, I'm not just reading tea leaves here. The macro is actually shifting in crypto's favor. CPI just printed 2.4%, down from 2.7%. That's the kind of number that gives the Fed room to cut. Bitcoin ETFs saw $15 million in inflows yesterday after days of bleeding out. Fidelity alone put in $12 million. When institutions start buying into panic while retail is selling, that's the signal. That's always been the signal. Look, I can't tell you what happens next week. Nobody can, but I can tell you what the data says right now. Bitcoin is at its third most oversold level in history. The fear index is at an all-time low. Ethereum is trading at the same RSI level as the 2022 bottom, and CPI is cooling. The last 2 times all of these signals aligned, the people who were accumulating quietly made life-changing money over the next 12 to 18 months. I don't know if this time will be the same, but I'm not sitting this one out. My bot is live. It's buying $50 of ETH every single day. If the market drops more, it buys heavier. If it bounces, I'm already in. If this kind of analysis is valuable to you, subscribe. I'll be tracking this trade live and updating you every week. Drop a comment with the coin you're DCAing into right now. I want to know what you're watching. See you in the next one.